Have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no plate at dinner time. But let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's my dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bad
yeah, I downloaded it to my phone.
We not aligned, not combined. I am not confined to any wicked system that these demons have designed. They frame a mind and have you salty as a bacon rind. I'm trying to mastermind how to help out humankind. I'm open mind, but I do not walk with none aligned. My state of mind is to keep a peace of mind. I'm like Malcolm with my piece at the Venetian blinds. I'm trying to manifest some things in my subconscious mind that I have only seen in dreams in my unconscious mind. My dreams unrefined, spring to mind, a state of mind that make it seem this lucky life of mine is pre-designed. And if it is, then thank the Lord, cause that's the mastermind. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Buffalo Bills.
That is not where I kicked the ball to.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes
Yo, who was Hawthorne? This team was just moving. Oh, whose playbook is this?
How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Yo. If you pass your 40, you do it.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Only a couple for him there on the
Pass
game's
your 40.
first play, and it's second down. This defense for the Broncos, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Eagles, I don't know how they lost.
Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On play action, Allen. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy
I don't know whose playbook this is, but it's got some,
Give him 14 yards there
on.
and a Denver first down. Jameis to throw it. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. To throw, Winston. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb.
I hate this, bro.
And he'll be inside the
Throw a
35
pass
now, the
that he could keep
34-yard
running,
line.
please.
A 5-yard pass on first down and another
Dear
5-yard
God,
connection
Dear
there.
God. Dear God. Oh, he got it. They cheated.
Play fake. Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Broncos have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. And that is off the left upright. It's
bro, this
no
Jones
good.
say the wind is going one way, but then I kick it. Yo.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1.
This wind is
Now what's
wild.
happening on the return is he'll get this to about the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
To throw again on second down. Allen looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go
God
up
bless
7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And all the way down to the 7-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now Chubb running right, wiggles free, and he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Chubb again. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it.
Accept it.
So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. The kick by McManus is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 38. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the pickup, first down. They go play action. Winston. Touchdown Broncos. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fans sweating A.J. Brown.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him
back.
Yeah,
you can have Jameis too.
This is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got
I figured you didn't want Jameis.
Right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
You know what I'm talking
about,
my
Bills
boy.
now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Allen off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right.
Jesus.
He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 32 on the play.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen sliding out of the pocket. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. First and goal at the 7-yard line. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now a give running left is Breida. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The kick
I think we just hold on to players just
and they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but so the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Troy broke his system.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. On the return, Walker. Well, now how about this return? And they're going to have terrific field position as they finally get to him, but just shy of the midfield stripe.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Sounds rough over there.
A first down throw for Winston. Going for it all. And he's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown Broncos. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I just want my plays, man.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
He probably not going to fumble anyways.
Now a give to Breida.
Where we at, fellas?
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Play action. Now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Fighting in the locker room.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And Diggs has it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I told you, bro. I shouldn't have to keep telling you.
To the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo.
The Bills.
A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Allen running right on the option.
Yeah, son.
He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I thought you said 50.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
This ain't horseshoes, nigga.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You know, if following up on this
my nigga Miles started strapping up, bro. Don't get fouled on
I
this
want to
credit.
switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about you throw it to the person that's open, though? What are you trying to scramble?
Give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
No, that was me. That was me. That one was me.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Winston going out wide, finds Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. 25 yards that time. Here's Winston. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And boy, City, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. They'll give it to Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's a run with Balaj. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts.
Hey man, I'm gonna run quarterback sneak 2 times. If I don't get in, I don't get in.
Ball mere inches from the white line
I'm
on
not
3rd and
about to
goal.
argue it, man.
Winston sneaking it, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Broncos are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
My guy.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
Whoa,
So after the
bro,
sack,
what are you
a scenario
doing?
you certainly
Aren't you
don't
playing
look on
again?
too often. 2nd and 24. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
I was about to say
Inside the
that.
20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
I was just about to say that.
Following the interception, Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to be intercepted.
A.J. Brown, bro.
Charles,
Can you do
not only
something?
is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Goodness gracious,
All right,
bro.
Coach,
Goodness
thank
gracious.
you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are
you guys
underway
be
in the
okay with
second
them
half.
5, 7 yard
Catch signaled
lines.
for and taken successfully.
Oh, yeah.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's hard to
He's
imagine
fast,
that the
bro.
first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Winston. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. That catch good for only a couple.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8. Play action now. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Winston. And he's got his tight end fan. Touchdown Broncos. Jameis Winston with his 4th touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Broncos take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough
because Johnson.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Come on,
and
bro.
he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Devin McCourty brings him down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
That's a mistake.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Yeah, he be. Cooper Kupp be getting wide open.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. This one is Slayton over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They have certainly looked his way in this 3rd quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a 1st down. Now Winston. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. And that's incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Allen.
Yeah.
And that will be incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him.
Because,
Protection,
bro, some of the
breakdowns
stuff
along
I'm
the
gonna
way
say.
has made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get
so
together
no to the blocks,
and find
huh?
ways to make this passing game get in gear.
Just
We don't need no
34
blockers,
yards on the
right?
punt there. No return. And
Goodness
the Broncos
gracious.
take over. First down and 10.
I don't get it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more in trouble here? And down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a
Hey,
clue
shut up.
that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability. and a sack
Come
resulted.
on, bro.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Baby.
Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Third and short yardage, Winston.
Oh, my God, Jameis.
And, Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Jameis.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Allen now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Diggs. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From midfield, here's Allen. Flushed out right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
He spent it to his stick. Come on, man.
That's good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Nah, he spent it to mine.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Allen off the play fake. He completes it to the tight end.
There's no way that y'all should get cooked that
bad. Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 50 yards.
Now you want to go all the way to the side. You don't never want to go all the way to the side.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
I don't want Jameis Winston no more, man. I don't want to.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that 1st down marker. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. Fourth down, Winston. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Jameis to throw it.
Oh my word, Jameis.
This is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, that interception at least offers.
Bro, I do not want to do anymore, bro.
That certainly does. If their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into
I
the end zone.
can't take this.
And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
I know what Frost's problem is, though.
On 2nd down.
He don't know how to run his own stuff. He want to run stuff that he's seen other people run all the time.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Allen taking it himself, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Josh Allen, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. Allen will try to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
So it's no excuse for this Raiders roster anymore,
so
right?
We will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Steps away to his left. And this one too low. Jacob Harris, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll throw again. Winston.
James.
And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
James, dear God,
kick it away for the second time. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Throwing is Allen. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Bro, they've been those type of passes. Like, he is wide open, bro.
They need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they
Oh,
saw
the answer is a
line of
lot.
scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after
I don't
this.
get it, though. I go from throwing no picks against Storm or 1 to now I'm throwing all these picks. I mean, actually, I do get it,
Staring
but
at a challenge basically
just
from the other side
like
of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And this is not going to be what they need. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs. You got the big lead defensively.
No, I
Give
didn't.
them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
God, bro.
He's going to let it
This
fly.
nigga is wide open,
And
bro.
unable to connect. Incomplete. I give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Allen, got to have this one.
He just cooked him. Oh my word, he just did him so dirty.
Couldn't connect.
Yo, he just cooked him.
With such little time
Oh my
remaining,
God.
and the Broncos are close to finishing off this football game. Winston here to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you can go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win in the game, but they do get the score. 0 show.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but a nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that's caught for the additional 2 points. It'll only matter to the final scoreline, and that is the final act of this game. Well, it least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Denver, it's an ideal...